Don't wait for a revolution. Change IMF, World Bank policies that are not working. Buhari's former aide tells Tinubu government. All these people that are even coming outside to advise Tinubu, people, you can advise, but don't be from the past. What's it called? Buhari's former aide. When Buhari was there, did you tell him to do some things? Did you tell him the things he was doing that was wrong? People are just coming outside to advise because he's not favoring you people now. Eh? Buhari's former aide, when your oga was there, when you were his aide, all the things he was doing, does it make any sense? He's the one that spoils the country to the level that it is now, and this man has continued from where he stopped. So when Buhari was there, what did you advise him? Did you tell him to change IMF World Bank policies? Did you tell him not to wait for a revolution like you're advising Tinubu now? If anybody wants to advise Tinubu, let it not be from the previous administration, please, because all of you are the same. All of you are the same. A former chief of staff to ex-president Muhammadu Buhari, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, Gambari, has urged the federal government under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu to adjust policies that are not working in the interest of the people. And we know, but when your Buhari was there, did you also give him that kind of advice? Did you? No, you did not. That is what is called hypocrisy in capital letter. Hypocrisy, that is what you are. Hypocrite. That is what you are. According to Gabari, some other countries did not go through as much hardship as Nigerians are experiencing at the moment, really, before riots broke out against the government. So, during your own Buhari tenure, was it not bad? It was bad. Very bad, too. Did you advise him? Did you urge him to do things that will make the country better? Please. I don't like hypocrisy. If anybody can talk against Tinubu's government, but not somebody that was Buhari's aide, that worked under Buhari's tenure for good 8 years, and you did not advise him. Don't come and advise Tinubu. You don't have the rights. You don't have the temerity to come and advise. So go back to where you're coming from. He warned the federal government of Nigeria must not wait until there's a revolution in the land before adjusting policies of the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund (IMF) that are not favorable to the people. The diplomat argued that the institutions are partners of the country and should not ultimately determine how things are run. Ultimately, what's the value of the policies that the people do not support? The IMF and the World Bank are partners, and this is our country. Therefore, if there is a policy they are advocating or they advised, and we find that it is not working, we should have the freedom to adjust it, because our primary responsibility and of the government is to the people and of this country. Buhari did that for good 8 years. He did not listen to anybody. He made this country worse than he met it. Everything skyrocketed. Now this person said, oh, he's going to continue from where Buhari stopped, and he's making true to his word. He's standing on his word. He's standing on the mandate that I will continue from where Buhari stopped. So you, Buhari, and this person, all of you are the same. So you don't have the right to advise. Don't come and tell him what to do, please. The elder statesman said on the Sunday edition of Inside Sources with Laolu Akonde, a social-political program aired on Channels Television. Gambari said the Nigerian government is lucky because citizens of the country do not make much demands. That's it. It's not because you don't make much demands. It's because anytime you come outside to protest, they either come outside with their battalions of police to oppress us, with their thugs to beat people up for protesting for their own right. It's not as if we have guns or we have tear gas to fight with. No, we are coming peacefully to protest, but they will still bully us into not protesting. So what do you want people to say? It's not as if we don't want to talk or we don't want to make demands. It is because of what you people do when we try to make demands. He added that it is the responsibility of every government to take the destiny of the people in its hand. We have been very lucky because Nigerians don't demand very much. That is why they go about their business. That is why it has never been a pressure. There are countries like Sudan where the price of bread rose by 20% and there were riots and a governor was overthrown. But in Nigeria, the people are just, but there may be a breaking point. We don't want to wait till a revolution takes over before we take action, he said. It's good that you are not using we. The diplomat noted that as much as Nigeria is part of the international community, The IMF and the World Bank are not responsible for the day-to-day operations of the government, noting that managing the economy is the responsibility of the leaders. He said, "Having worked in the United Nations for 13 years and served my country at the United Nations for 10 years, I am saying that the leadership of every country has to take their destiny into their hands. Yes, we are part of the international community. Yes, we are part of the IMF and World Bank because we are part of the international system. But we must be able to adjust the advice of the IMF to our own needs. Our primary responsibility is to Nigeria. We are not responsible and we will not be held responsible for what IMF does. Yes, we value them. They are development partners, but this is our country. It is the only country we have. Nigeria is the only country we can call our own, and we have to salvage it together. Any president of Nigeria must make security number one because there can be no development without peace. The contribution every president can make to Nigeria is to secure this country and then promote the framework to release the energy of our people so that they can master their affairs in terms of economy. Nigerian Point reports Gambari spoke against the background of the fuel subsidy removal and floating of the naira which were implemented by the Tinubu government and the attendant increasing living costs in the country. Well, all of you are the same, sha. That is what I know. We were there for 8 years with Buhari as his aide, but you didn't advise him on what to do. Now you are telling us what to do, telling Tinubu what to do. Beg o. Edmond Ozegbe says, nonsense, a failure advising a failure. APC is made up of a bunch of failures, yes so. You are a failure, you failed, your government failed, Buhari failed, and now you are advising another person. The same thing, pause, call it to black. Hypocrites, that is all you have. Shagun Balogun says, no useless revolution anywhere. This country has gone so far above you pessimists. Benga Oluwabi says, only well-educated and people with wisdom can understand this government. What are we understanding? Explain to us now. Understand. Adamu Usman says, revolution will soon happen in Nigeria. This T-Pain has no iota of human face in his policies. I'm telling you, it doesn't. He does not care about anybody. And he knows that Nigerians, they keep adjusting. Anything you do, they'll just complain online for a few days. Before you know it, they will forget about it. But very soon, like he said, we are going to reach a breaking point. And at that very point in time, Nigerians are not going to hear anything again. They would damn all the consequences and say, yes, we are about to take our rights back from these people. I hope we don't get to that point before these people do the right thing. Mahir Abubakar says the Tinubu administration is just hiding behind the IMF policies to punish Nigerians with their selfish renaming policies. What thing we do that they are punishing us? What exactly did we do? Don't you have a right to say this is the person we want, or this is not the person that we want? So what is the problem that you are now saying that he's punishing us? I don't understand though. It is well. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.